Bud, can I try your owl?
There you go, Reg.
I'm doing good?
Give it to that gnome, Reg. Tell that gnome you're his daddy.
Hey, Gnome, I'm your father.
I mean, he's the best, right? Will Ferrell he's so funny, and then I think why I was immediately drawn to him for Reggie is he's actually such a great dramatic actor and brings so much heart, and he can play that sort of naive, innocent, optimistic character so well. I mean, starting way back, I think I first saw it, of course, with Elf. Which there's some sort of connections, I think, to Buddy the Elf and Reggie the dog, probably in some other multiverse. Those guys are friends. But he's just incredible, and I felt so lucky. I got to know him because he produced my first film, Barb and Star, Go to Vista Del Mar, and then I thought of him for this film and sent it to him, and sort of funny, he turned to his 13-year-old son when he was considering making the film, and he said, "Hey, Axel, would you want to see a film where I play like a kind of foul-mouthed dog who wants to get revenge on his mean owner by biting off his favorite body part?" And his 13-year-old son said, 1,000% yes, Dad. You immediately need to go make that movie. But yeah, I mean, working with Will and then putting him in a room with Jamie Foxx that was such a joy to watch. And I did get them in the room together for all their sessions, which I think makes such a difference, which is not normal in the kind of animation space. So yeah, I mean, it's funny, as a filmmaker, you work really hard often in the first few minutes of your film, right, to make an audience care and invest. There's an entire series of screenwriting books called Save the Cat, and the idea is like, have your protagonist save a cat out of a tree so your audience likes them. I found with this film, the second I put Reggie on screen as this adorable border terrier, the audiences were immediately on board with him. And of course, the combination of him then loving his unfortunately mean owner, a neglectful owner, makes you care all the more. It's a very much an underdog story. And you just love him. He, by the way, Reggie is British. We had a hard time sourcing border terriers, who look like mutts very well, and they're a very popular breed in the UK and not very much in America.
That's impossible.
Yeah, it was pop.
Yeah. I mean, there's the old adage, don't work with children and animals, and I obviously didn't follow that rule. But they were great. I was blown away by the performances that the trainers were able to get out of the dogs. The film, 95% of the film is real dogs, which I think would surprise people. I really was trying to not use full CG dogs, so it would just feel like you're watching the dogs that many of us live with at home, and they just happen to be able to talk. So it was really, it was difficult, as you can imagine, but really a quiet, kind of calm set. The trainers, they're just saying, sit and stay. It's that quiet on set. So it's a very kind of peaceful and sweet. You look over, there's a grip, someone from the electric department holding a puppy, it's just dogs everywhere on set. So that was really fun. And then our cast, most of them have not yet to meet their dogs. That said, Will Ferrell did get to meet Reggie. We went to Comic-Con, we went to CinemaCon, which is a big event in Las Vegas, and Reggie and Will got to meet each other, and that was very, very fun, and got some great photos and footage of them together.